really does take that digital space, the virtual experience of art, to the next level. This exhibition was a really interesting curatorial proposition because it is a really exciting venture into the digital space. So I was looking at works I'd never seen in real life, and for me, I'm someone who's really interested in materiality, in texture, in the object itself, and how that interrogates the environment. And so it was an interesting proposition just to see things virtually, to work from these digital images, and particularly with the sculpture, with video, it was quite interesting to do that. And then also in this virtual space that VORTIC have created. So I was working with the digital images, but then also this digital space that I hadn't seen. And it was something that I found really fascinating in terms of what that added to the objects, to the works of art, and also to the viewer experience as well. I really started working properly in the digital space, as many people did during COVID. A lot of people had to pivot and offer a more digital offering during that time. But what's been fantastic about this is I feel it's really taken the virtual space to the next level. So if you go and you investigate what VORTIC have created for MICAS, you really get a sense of the space. You know, you feel like you're in that physical space. There's sunlight streaming in. It's absolutely extraordinary. I think what's really important is that the viewer is also part of the experience. So the viewer can navigate themselves because they're in charge of their experience here. It's very like going to a museum where you're in control of what you see, the pace that you see it at, and what you spend time looking at or not. I think the key word in the title is actually between. So when we talk about between sea and land, we're thinking about that natural landscape that so informs Maltese culture and contemporary art, about the land, about the built environment, about those cultural histories. But for me, that liminal space of the between was what was so fascinating, and I think really invigorating in terms of what's going on. This was my first exposure to contemporary artists in Malta, and what I really noticed is that there is an overriding engagement with really what it means to be human and how to navigate the world in the 21st century. Overriding concerns about nature, about the land, about the built environment, about how we as humans navigate our urban environments. And also something that I was really interested in was this exploration of identity, what it means to live in the 21st century, how you create your own identity, but also how identities are porous, how those boundaries become more slippery, there's more flexibility and fluidity, but also the histories. So both those of the built environment that we surround ourselves in, so a lot of the artists are engaging with the architecture of Malta, about the natural landscape, and then also what we inherit, so those cultural histories and identities as well. And I thought that was really fascinating.